Yes.
All right, so it's recording. We just watched. Yeah. Do we say
Okay.
it? How do we do it?
Well, so okay, we watched Halloween Kills. But what I was thinking about us recording this is, it's not a review,
Right.
and we're not talking to the audience. I just want to.
We'll talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we just talk about it, and the premise is, and it's lots of spoilers because the premise is, it's if someone else saw the movie, it's like friends talking about it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I want them to go, yeah or no.
It was bad. It was very bad. And 40% of it is flashbacks.
Yes, and they don't serve any purpose. And what's really funny is that you say 40% because the number 40
comes up over and over. Yes.
I think they just implanted that subconsciously in your brain.
I think you're right.
I'm going to be like waking up in the morning, putting 40,
40 years.
Things in my cereal and 40, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of the same shit over and over. No need for flashbacks because you're just repeating the same words over and over.
Well, my favorite part is they kind of start the movie with the flashback, like like really early on. And then later they flash back to that flashback.
What is, there's no point. The whole thing just doesn't make sense. And I guess they just want to keep the franchise going.
Okay, well, it's weird that you didn't see the first one, because the basic premise of the first one,
I've seen the first Halloween. I didn't see the one right before this.
Yeah, you saw Halloween. You didn't see Halloween. Because they both have the same name.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so Halloween is about these murder podcasters who go and visit Michael Myers, and they bring him back his mask to get a reaction. It's a really bizarro scene where they're standing Michael Myers is like chained to a thing in the middle of a prison compound, and they're like holding his mask out. They're like, Michael, look at the mask. It's so bizarre, right? Anyway, he escapes and murders them, murders a bunch of other people. And Laurie Strode is just paranoid the entire time, and everyone thinks she's crazy because she has post-traumatic stress. I guess we're not going to say disorder anymore. Post-traumatic stress. She has that capability. She has post-traumatic stress capability. And so anyway, the daughter and the granddaughter, and they finally join up, and while Michael's going on this killing spree, and they go to the house and he kills more people, and they drive him to the basement. Boom. And then this movie happens. Okay. Yeah. But one of the things that is so stupid about this film is that when they brought Halloween back and said, we're going to just get rid of all the other movies, like all of them don't exist except for the original. Part of it is just, like saying what they did after that sucks. Like just let's not, right? He becomes this immovable beast, and
that happens in a lot of horror movies, though. Like,
yeah, my point is, if they're going to wipe all that out, this movie firmly reestablishes it. Like, makes a big fucking point of establishing the same fucking bullshit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yep.
Like, that's its purpose. It's like we wipe that out, and we've condensed it. I haven't even seen most of those other movies, but like,
no kidding. There's 11 of them. Yeah.
I've seen Halloween H2O, which I liked a lot, which also apparently ignores a bunch of the movies.
Huh.
And they clearly kill Michael Myers in that movie. It has a great ending. Laurie Strode chops his head off.
He's dead.
He's dead. And then they come back with another one because apparently she signed on for multiple movies, but she saw this one like chop his head off. We're done. Like it's over. I don't need to do more. So
Right.
they bring her back for another one because they need to have Busta Rhymes have a starring vehicle. Seriously.
So was Buster Rhymes Michael Myers?
No. What it is they do a reality show. I think it's in his house. I think it might be in the Michael Myers house, but they do this reality show and he's like a reality show host kind of thing,
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay.
But the way they the H2O still happens. They just decide to bring him back to life. There's a fireman earlier on, or a policeman or somebody that gets murdered. Anyway, Michael Myers puts his mask on that guy who's mortally wounded but not actually dead. And so he swaps them, and then they take the firefighter who's wearing the Michael Myers mask and they put him in the ambulance that Laurie Strode is in, and then she chops his head off. So she actually chops the head off of a firefighter.
Oh, they established that. Okay.
Yes. He just thought ahead.
Uh-huh.
And
because he knew that was
going
gonna
to happen. Fun.
Jesus. Yeah. I mean, all
Right.
horror movies have that thing because they can't have the killer die. It's like superhero movies. You can't have the superhero die. You can't have the killer die.
Well, the thing is, at the beginning of Halloween Resurrection, which is the Busta Rhymes movie, he comes and visits Laurie Strode in like a hospital for people who have just had a little bit too much of too much excitement in their lives.
A little too much.
And she has this whole plan she has her room booby trapped, and she has this thing where Wire's going to trip around him and choke him, and he's going to go out on the limb. Anyway, it goes haywire, and they both end up out there, and he stabs her. She dies at the beginning of Halloween Resurrection. So she survives 40 years of these fucking movies. She chops his head off in H2O, and it's a really great like the movie, like we did it, kind of. It felt good. And then she's like, oh, they did bring him back, and I have to do another one. I just feel like she's like, fuck it, kill me, I'm done. Like it would have been nice to have survived this, but you've killed the inside,
yeah,
the real world with this shit, right? So then they're like, okay, let's wipe all that out, and here comes David Gordon Green and whatever the other guy's name is, or whatever, Danny McBride, right?
Yeah.
We gotta do this, we got this, and John Carpenter's like, I love it, let's do it, right? And apparently they had a 2-movie arc in their minds, and she's like, let's go, this is great, she's all excited. And then they do the previous movie, which is flawed, it's not amazing, but it's fun, it's okay. And then they introduce this movie.
Yeah, but then there's no end to it either. It's just going to continue. This doesn't have an end.
Like, I guess it ends. I mean, because the next one is called Halloween Ends.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything, but I think, Laurie Strode's done, right?
Yeah.
She's done. I'm just done. I heard that it's going to make people angry. Something's going to make people angry. So I don't know. Maybe they're going to kill her again. Right?
Yeah, they'll resurrect her and then kill her.
Yeah. But
she swapped her face mask with a firefighter.
Right. Well, okay. So the daughter dies in this. Okay. First of all, Michael Myers just shows up in that house at the end, right? He kills a horde of people.
Yep.
After getting shot a bunch of times and stabbed in the back of the neck and beat apart, right?
Yeah, stabbed with a pitchfork.
Yeah. He just stands up and kills this, which is fucking, like, I just hate that. I hate that. Like, that's not what John Carpenter was doing in the original movie, but it's what everybody else seems to want to do.
Yeah.
But then people on the front porch of this house, they're at this, like, the ambulances are there. Like, he just walks in and starts murdering people.
Yep.
No, he actually doesn't even walk in. He's already kind of there.
He was there. He was behind her. He was hiding in the closet.
Yes, because she came from him being beat up and walked into that house.
Yep.
So apparently that this Haddonfield is like the Clue board game, and his bedroom in the top of his house has a secret passage to the street.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Or she, we didn't see. She could be a real slow walker,
Yeah. Well, the granddaughter was there the entire time.
Yeah, right at the bottom of the stairs too, going upstairs.
Yeah, you kind of have to go up the stairs.
Yeah. Yep. So he's just like, excuse me.
Yeah.
Pay no attention.
Pardon me. He's kind of like, right.
What about Jamie Lee Curtis in the her whole part is in a hospital bed. The whole movie.
Yes.
She's in a hospital bed. Until she decides to get up and go hunt Michael Myers, where she injects herself with a whole bunch of painkillers. Then
great walking fuel.
Yeah. Then she walks with a horde of people through the hospital trying to find who they think is Michael Myers, but it's not. Walks through, and then like somebody bumps into her, or a group of people bump into her, and now she's feeling pain. Now she's feeling pain.
No. Was she, what if I understood correctly, was, okay, she's in the mob. She realizes it's not Michael Myers that they're going after.
Yeah.
And it's a doctor from the hospital, someone wearing a lab coat and all that stuff, is like, get the fuck out of my way. And she knees him and throws him into the wall and rips her stitches open.
So a stitch came out.
Yes. That's what happens.
But
who fucking cares?
Right. But she was feeling so much pain. But like, so did those painkillers not do anything, or did they wear off in 20 minutes?
Well, I think painkillers, have a limit. Like, she had a pretty giant hole.
For sure. I get it. I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, aspirin's really great when, you have a headache, but if you have a knife in your head, aspirin's just like, where'd that painkiller go?
Yeah.
I think it's one of those situations, but still, that's the least.
I know. It was just those
logically in the film.
There's so many moments like that, though.
Yes.
So many. There were plenty of opportunities where Michael Myers is injured and they just walk away. Like,
yes,
if your whole idea is to kill him, to finish him, don't just walk away. Like, to go through with it. You had a pitchfork in his back, and then you just walked away.
Yes.
And you took his mask off and then walked away. Why?
Well, apparently she had the bigger plan because everyone was out back.
Okay.
Right. Stupid fucking plan.
If he's injured right there, he stopped and he had a pitchfork in him, you could continue.
They must have had some deal like, let me whack him with this bat and I'll buy you a burger.
Why not then just like whistle, like, hey everybody, come over this way.
Yeah, like that's the other thing. If the plan is, I'll go in there, stab him, and then lure him out. Why don't we just all go in there and stab him?
Yep. Lots of flawed logic here.
Okay, so I didn't find it boring like some of my friends did. That, like Mark Sutton, who, he hated this movie. He thought it was boring beyond belief. And that's fine. I totally get why people hate this movie. But I didn't find it boring. I found it just like bizarre. And even that opening sequence where he kills all the firefighters, I wanted to enjoy it. Like, I don't mind the mob rules kind of subplot. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I like the twist, like, we're going to go find him. That doesn't bother me. I think that's okay. That's interesting to me. But when he killed those 11 firefighters who just stood around and,
Yeah.
Right?
One at a time.
One at a time. And the guy with the jaws of life.
Yep.
Something you pull out at a house fire, by the way.
Yeah, you have it on the ready. Yeah.
Yeah. He has it going, and everyone's attacking Michael Myers. And he's like, I'm going to wait till Michael Myers kills everybody, every single person, and then it's my turn to go at him with a saw. Whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't like the fact that he killed 11 people. And because in my mind, it was a prelude to what this movie eventually became. I knew it was going to have a high body count, but that was the first moment they established him as this unstoppable
force. Yeah.
Machine
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I didn't want. Like, I don't watch horror movies to see the unstoppable killer. That's why Scream in the Scream series works so well for me.
Right. Yeah.
Because the jeopardy is real, and you don't. I feel the same way like watching when I watch the Avengers and I watch Thor and the Hulk beat each other up. Yeah. Thor and the Hulk have this fight in this movie. And I'm like, why am I watching this?
Nothing's going to happen. There's no results for this. Yeah.
Yeah. Zero results. This is dumb.
Yep. Yep.
So that, yeah.
Yeah. I was bored by it. I was bored.
Okay.
It just doesn't like, all right. So now he's just like this mythical killing creature. I did notice, I don't know when they established this in the movie, but he does a lot of banging people's heads against the wall.
Yes.
Had that happened in previous movies?
Well, I've only seen a few of them because I'm not a big aficionado.
Right. So I don't know. It just seemed weird. Like that's his go-to in this one.
It didn't bother me.
It's fine. It's just something I noticed. I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, I thought some of the kills were brutal. What he did to the boyfriend was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
But also, okay, boyfriend's father goes in the house. You hear a shot. They run in the house. His body's been stuffed in the attic.
Yeah. Where and when. There was a lot of that. A lot of like, also Michael Myers is known to go back and pose bodies so other people can find them. Where did he have the time to do that? Because he ran across that field chasing the girl.
Yes.
And then crossed the bridge. Did he come back over and then pose these bodies?
I was thinking the same thing because when he crossed the bridge, he was going further away.
Exactly. He didn't go back. He didn't turn around.
Right. But he posed those bodies. He came back across the bridge and she just hung out underneath the bridge the entire time going, when is he going to be done crossing this bridge?
Yeah. Boy, make up your mind. Which way do you want to go?
Yeah. She survived, by the way. Like she goes back to the hospital and they take care of her, and that's the last we see of her. So she's going to be in the next one.
Yeah, she'll be her and Jamie Lee Curtis.
But even the dialogue, like, I mean, Jamie, I don't know. I know horror movies are often metaphors for other things, and that's what this is really trying to be, this big metaphor. But you can't be a metaphor if you're just going to flat out fucking say what you are. He's made all of us into killers. Oh. The real terror of Michael Myers is what he did to us. No, you killed one mental patient that didn't deserve to die. That's bad. He's killed like 100 people.
Pretty brutally. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think the real terror is you just yet.
How many times did Anthony Michael Hall say, 40 years ago, it's been long enough? Like he repeated that a dozen times at least through the course of this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And really stressed Huckleberry. You would think like that bat would have it was the final blow to him, so it did kill him. However, I was expecting it to be like more of a showy thing of like he's just gonna jam it in his mouth and then it sits there, something like that. Like, here's your Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry. Yeah, I agree. He and also the fact that he talks about the boogeyman, like the writing in this movie was so bad.
Not great. Yeah.
But I also feel like they weren't that that's what they were going for, and that's what pisses me off about the whole thing. Like, again, I can't shake this. They rebooted the universe, not even rebooted. They retconned. They started over or whatever,
Yeah.
just to go back and be as stupid immediately.
Yep. Yeah. And was the flashbacks just like, well, here's what we think should have been seen. Yeah.
Like, I guess they're gonna take that bit with the cop who shot his friend. Like, that's gonna play in at some point, because if that doesn't play up in the third movie, what was the point?
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything in this film.
Nope, he's barely there.
Also, I love the bit where Dr. Loomis, Dr. Loomis, so he's in the flashback, he's going to kill Michael Myers. And in the first one, I think he shoots Michael. Michael falls out of the house, right? And then when they go to look where his body is, he's gone.
Not there, yeah.
Right? I don't know what happens in the second one, right?
I don't remember.
I don't know if Loomis tries to shoot him or whatever. But in this movie, all these cops are there. They all have their guns drawn. They're going to allow the doctor to shoot Michael Myers in the head. They're sitting there. They're going to allow him to do it. This kid who just watched Michael sort of kill his partner, right? Who knows Michael's a murderer, feels compassion, stops the doctor from doing the shooting. And apparently all the other cops go, oh, well, if he doesn't want Michael dead.
He's right. Hey, everyone, put your guns down.
Yeah. We were going to allow this doctor to shoot Michael in cold blood.
Yeah. Wait, that kid's got a point.
Yeah, we're fine. We've changed our minds.
Yeah. That real inexperienced cop. Let's listen to him.
Yeah. I can't even. And then the speech is about that Jamie Lee Curtis gives about, he can't be killed unless I'm killed, or the true evil of him. And
who are you?
Like, she just starts talking about, she just literally turns him into a mythological figure.
Yeah. I think it's an attempt to set up the next one, but poorly.
Right. And then to have Michael Myers, most likely, because we didn't see the end, like, actually have murdered the daughter. Okay. Like, I don't even understand what the purpose of these characters are anymore.
No.
Yeah, I don't. I've watched all Scream movies, and Scream 5's coming. I'm excited for it. The trailer doesn't get me that excited, but I'm excited to see the movie, right?
Okay.
And I like all of them at different levels, but I like all of them. But the thing about the survivors of the four movies so far, Nev Campbell and David Arquette and Courtney Cox, is you understand why they're there. You understand what their purpose is. You actually want them to survive because of all the shit that's going on with them. Like, you're rooting for them.
Yeah.
If they were to kill them off in the fifth movie, I think they've killed off main characters, but I think I'd be pissed at this point because they've survived 25 years and 4 movies, and
right.
They deserve better. This film with all these characters, I was like, okay, you killed them off. I don't care.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. You could just establish more. Like Anthony Michael Hall was established. I mean, he was supposed to be a boy from the very first one, but he wasn't throughout the rest of it. Is that right? Like that character never appeared later. He was in the.
Well, that kid. I mean, I don't think he's in any of the other movies, but they're ignoring all the other movies anyway.
Right. Okay. So they established it just at the beginning of this, like he was there for some reason.
This timeline, he was there for the one murder spree.
The first one.
Right.
Or
and
one of them.
This movie is an extension of the second murder spree.
God, yeah. Wow.
But the
But they can always do that. They can continue to do that. Reestablish however they want. Like, oh, he was there too, because Michael Myers wasn't just at this one house. As a matter of fact, he was also across town.
The only purpose of the flashbacks was to introduce cannon fodder. Like, that's all it did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that character from that we forgot about, or I don't even know if he was ever even in the other movie.
He could have been established, but probably not. Now he's there. He was there. Trust me. Yeah.
And now we
have a different camera angle from 1978. Here he is.
Yeah. And he wasn't that likable.
And I like at a talent show, his big talent is retelling the story that everybody already knows.
I just think it's hilarious that there's a talent show at a dive bar on Halloween to celebrate the fact to commemorate, not celebrate, but to commemorate.
Yep.
A murder spree 40 years prior.
40 years.
And that the nurse and doctor couple are like, shh, we're here at this dive bar on Halloween to watch the talent show.
These are our friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta stop talking. Oh, I didn't know you were local celebrities. We're friends now.
Yes. And then the bit with the other escaped prisoner.
Oh yeah, what was that?
It
was just for that hospital scene, right? It was just for the hospital scene.
Yeah, it was to establish that they are now the evil they seem to
right.
destroy. But let's also be clear that, I mean, I feel bad for the guy because he was just scared or whatever, but they established in the movie that he escaped from a bus because there was a bus accident. That bus accident, it happened in the first movie. It's what Michael Myers escaped from. This man is not just insane, he's criminally insane. He was in the institution that Michael Myers was in.
Right.
So.
But he's easily scared.
Yeah. We gotta help him out. Like, I don't know what, I don't know why. Yeah. Yep. So now with the third one, that's coming, it's one of those things. It's what these horror movie producers do. It's like, okay, well, this is gonna be the end. They're like, okay, well, I guess I'll watch it just to finish this fucking thing off.
Yeah.
Right.
But it won't. It'll leave a window open that a new one can start up. Yeah. It was not good.
No.
That's 2 for 2 for us.
Well, I was hopeful. I was actually hopeful. I'm an eternal optimist.
I was. There was a good amount of people that spoke highly of this.
Well, now I have PTS capability. Yeah.
Right. For Halloween movies.
Oh my God. Okay, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No. Nope.
I refuse to spend more time talking about this movie than its runtime.